Welcome back to Film Watches. Today we're going to talk about the oh my god planet ocean. Get it? Omega. Oh my god. Welcome back to Film Watches. I'm Phil, and this is my boy Scooby. He's wearing his Seiko over here, and I'm wearing my IWC. But this day's video is going to be about on the planet Ocean, the first gen Omega. So the watch is about 15 years old now, and it's still very sleek and modern looking. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you some pros and cons, and give you guys my view on it. So if you're enjoying this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, because I like you guys. Alright, so let me tell you why this Planet Ocean line is better. Well, better is not the right word, but it's different than other watches in the Omega lineup. So we all know and love the Speedy because it's the first watch that went to the moon. We like the Seamaster because of 007 and Bond. But the Planet Ocean is a class of its own. Omega is so confident in the watch that it did not need no historical marketing. So I think that's pretty cool in itself, right? So let me hit you with some specs here. The Planet Ocean have a 42mm case, stainless steel case and bracelet, a 120 click unidirectional bezel, a helium escape valve, and sapphire crystal with AR coating. So just by looking at the specs, it beats 90% of the dive watches out there. And it's just a testament to show how cool Omega is back in 2005. I personally can do without the helium escape valve because I have no need for it. The only time it gets wet is when I'm in the shower, so that's not needed. But it's a cool feature. So let's talk about the movement. So the movement is the Omega Caliber 2500. It's a cost certified movement, so you don't really have to worry about the timing being off. And the Caliber 2500 is an ETA 2892 base movement with 27 joules. Omega tweaked this base movement, adds the Co-axial escapement, and a lot of other fancy dancy finishing on it. It's also very easy to operate. In the first position is to wind the watch, the second position is to change the date, and last is the time. And it winds very smoothly, I have to say. It is very good for its price point. Alright, just let's take a step back and appreciate the dial together. I love curvy numbers, and just look at the 6. It's as curvy and juicy as it gets. And the Illuminati hands are the defining features of the Planet Oceans. It's very legible in all situations, and that's partly due to the AR coating as well. The sapphire is domed a little bit and fits the vibe of the watch. The indices have a sleek polished edges, and a big scoop of lume are applied on it. I mean, just look at the lume. It's as bright as my future, hopefully. Alright, so let's take a look at the case. So the case diameter is 42mm, lug width is 20mm, thickness of 14mm, 48mm lug to lug, and the lugs have a very sharp angle to them and is unique and stylish. For a fellow with a date, this is a thick boy, right? But I guess that's understandable. It's much easier to make a thinner watch with less water resistance. But this one has 600 meters of water resistance and a helium escape valve. And it's from 2005, so I let it go, right? You have to draw the point somewhere. Oh, and I like the tip. The tip of the orange second hands is very nice. I like the tip. The bezel is unidirectional and is a 120 click bezel. I personally are used to 60 clicks, and I feel 60 clicks is easy to set, but this one feels nice too. I like the black bezel with the white numerals. The fonts of the numbers are very eye-catching as well. It adds to the overall design of the watch. Plus, just listen to the music of the bezel. Ah, that hits the spot. The bracelet of the Planet Ocean is also one of a kind. I do love the specific look of it. It's more curvy. It adds a personal touch. However, it doesn't have a quick adjust. So if it doesn't fit you, I guess you just have to do more wrist exercises, I guess, right? That's what you gotta do. That's how I do it. So like I said, 42mm is a great size for a dive watch, and with the 48mm lug to lug, it fits very nicely on my Asian chopstick wrist. And however, you could feel this thick boy, right? If you're not used to wearing dive watches or thicker dive watches, this might take some getting used to. And yeah. So the MSRP for this piece was about $4,500, tax included. And now you could find it on eBay or Chrono24 about, $3,500. And at this price range, you're competing with the Black Bay 58, which is a great watch, but I think there is something better about this watch too. For instance, this watch have a very good finishing, right, on the case and bracelet. Also, it's a unique style and design language, right? It's not derived of an older model, it's just its own thing. And Omega is a reputable brand. This one also have a 600 meters of water resistance with a helium escape valve. So I don't know, this seems like a pretty good piece to me. But there also are some bads about this watch too. For example, it only has 48 hours of power reserve, it has no quick adjust, and it's a thick boy. So you have to take those into consideration. If it's not a problem, then I think this watch is for you. For me, it's a little on the thicker side, so if I'm gonna wear it as my everyday watch, I think it could get a little heavy on my wrist. So who is this watch for? Well, this is a watch with a personality. So I know when some people look at this watch, they just really connect with it. So if that's you, you really have no other options, right? And if you like diving or water sports, this would be super cool to wear and do such things. But let's be honest, no one does that. But so if you want just a reliable and cool watch, go for it. There's nothing else like it. So the question for this week is, what is your favorite Omega, right? This is actually the second Omega that I own. The first one was a vintage Omega Geneve, and I didn't really connect with it. It's a super cool watch, but I just couldn't pull it off. So, but what about you? What's your favorite Omega? Let me know in the comments. Thanks. In the next episode of Film Watches, we're going to talk about this one. I've been wearing this one for a while now, and it's such a beautiful watch. And we're going to talk about it. Thanks, and remember to subscribe. We're almost to 50 subscribers now. I'm super hyped. Alright, peace.